Marley was dead to begin with. There was no doubt whatever about that. The register of his burial was signed by the clergyman, the clerk, the undertaker, and the chief mourner. Scrooge signed it.
Scrooge was looking for anything he chose to put his hands to. Jacob Marley was as dead as a doornail. Scrooge knew he was dead. Of course he did. How could it be otherwise? Scrooge and he were partners for, I don't know how many years. Scrooge was the sole executor, the sole administrator, the sole assign, his sole friend, at his funeral, sole murderer. The mention of Marley's funeral brings me back to the point that I started. There was no doubt that Marley was dead. Scrooge never painted out all of Marley's name. There it is, years afterwards, above the warehouse door. Scrooge and Marley. Sometimes people new to the business called Scrooge, or sometimes Marley. But he answered both names. It was all the same to him. Once upon a time, of all the good days of the year, on Christmas Eve, old Scrooge sat busy in his counting house. It was cold, bleak, biting weather, foggy withal. And he could hear the people in the court outside go easy, up and down, beating their heads upon their breasts and stamping their feet on the pavement stone to warn them. The city clock had only just gone 3, and it was quite dark already. It hadn't been light all day. The candles were flaring in the windows of the neighboring offices, like ruddy smears on the palpable brown air. The fog came pouring in at every chink and keyhole, and was so dense without that although the court was of the narrowest, the houses opposite were mere phantoms.
Merry Christmas, Uncle Scrooge. God save you.
Bah! Humbug!
A humbug. You don't mean that, I'm sure. I know Christmas. It's fun.
No, it's not. Every year, at this time, I find depressingly that I, surrounded by a world full of fools. Humbug!
Merry Mr. Everywhere there's a Merry Christmas.
This is nothing more than stubborn fools following some cataclysmic rules. Humbug! Christmas should be permanent in bad. Christmas is so far than in my hand, and your happiness is more than I can stand. Humbug! Christmas should be put out with the cat. Humbug!
I'm saying that when Christmas starts, the Christmas trees and candy tarts and all the other sweet remarks should all be put in prison carts and driven off to unknown parts and buried there with all their smarts with stakes of holly through their hearts and that's the end to that. Bah humbug!
Uncle, Uncle Scrooge, there's Christmas good that you cannot ignore. Bah! Listen, Uncle, don't be confused. There's property that's waiting at your door. A fortune and kindness to explore. A good and kind and pleasant time and Christmas is a holy day, a good and kind and brilliant day, a pretty soap in bright display, a lot of goods in bouquet, a generous and giving way, and all is all. God bless, I say, Christmas now and every day. Its wealth is so huge on this day. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, friend! Bah humbug! What right have you to be merry in your state?
What right have you to do your things?
Bah! Christmas is a time to compensate.
Christmas is a mercantile coup. You go have your Merry Christmas, friend. Leave me here to my own existence. Take your holy holly business and get fat and penny kisses.
Why not,
there's another fellow, my clerk, with 15 shillings a week, and a wife, and a family. Talk about a Merry Christmas. I'll retire to bed.
Mr. Scrooge or Mr. Marley, I presume. Do we have the pleasure of addressing Mr. Scrooge or Mr. Marley?
Mr. Marley has been dead these 7 years. He died 7 years ago this very night.
I have no doubt his generosity will be well represented as surviving partners.
At this festive season of the year, Mr. Scrooge, it is more than usually desirable that we make some slight providence to the poor and destitute, who suffer greatly at the present time. Many thousands are in want of common necessities. Hundreds are in want of common comfort, sir.
Are there no prisons?
Yes, plenty of
And the
prisons.
workhouses? Are they still in operation?
Yes. Still, I wish I could say.
Oh, I was afraid from what you said at first that something had occurred to stop them in the useful course. I'm very glad to hear it.
The store furnished cheer mind and body to a man too. We fund a race for some poor, for some meat and drink. It means a one. We choose this time because it's the time of others. For one is commonly felt, and abundance rejoice. What should we put you down for?
Nothing.
Ah, so you wish to remain anonymous then?
I wish to be left alone. As you ask me what I wish, gentlemen, that is my answer. If I make myself merry at Christmas, I can't afford to make idle people merry.
But these people
They are idle. And I work to help the establishments I have mentioned.
But sir,
It costs me enough. Those who are badly off must go there.
many can't go there.
And many would rather die.
If they should rather die, gentlemen, they better do it and decrease the surplus population. It's enough for one man to understand his own business, let alone understand the business of other people's. And mine